Woohoo! Are you recording?
Yes.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. It's not quite 4:20 yet, but it's about to be 4:20 somewhere. Welcome back to our live stream. This is the Edibles Club Kitchen Sesh. The official Edibles Club is my Patreon it's on Patreon. Called the Edibles Club, and that's where you can join the group chat. Excuse me. And come and hang out with us on the Edibles Club. Hi, Harry. Welcome to the live stream. Today we are going to make cream puff puffs. I feel like I should light up a joint to say that title. Everyone say hi to Winslow in the chat. He's here today.
Hello.
And we're back in the kitchen to make cream puff puffs. Sorry I missed the impromptu live. That's okay. It was very impromptu. Hi, Master Shafe. What's up? We're gonna cook. That's what's up. We're about to make choux pastry or pâte au choux, and it is a pretty simple, basic pastry dough to make. You're going to be your base for things like eclairs, cream puffs, churros, funnel cake, things like that. They're all pâte au choux. I have a couple of the choux pastry recipes in my cookbook, How to Eat Weed and Have a Good Time, which is available for pre-order. But we're going to kind of do a riff on it. I want to add some dulce de leche to our pastry cream. So these are dulce de leche cream puffs that we're going to do. And it's going to be delicious. Hello. I'm going to wait for people to kind of come in. Hi, Lee Elliott. Hi, Eddie Moretti. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome back to the Edibles Club. I've got my club hat on today. And we're going to cook today is what's happening. I hope we get some people coming over from Instagram, and I've been trying to announce more about the live streams. Tell people, be like, hey, I go live on Saturdays. I cook live on Saturdays. Hi, Madam Dram. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, everyone is super excited for Cream Puff Puffs Club Hat Day. That's right. We're wearing a hat today. I just want to show off some of our merchandise. You can get hats and t-shirts at theediblesclub.com. Who's here? Mary Brayton's here. Holistic Leah's here. Petra's here. Hi, everyone. It's a party. Welcome. Today we are going to make cream puff puffs. Hi, Psychedelic Six-Sider. Sorry. That is a tongue twister. Okay, so we're going to make pâte au choux. I'm going to use we're going to do a mix of things, but I'm going to use a little bit of B-Reals canna butter because I need to keep using this canna butter. It's very potent, so I don't use very much at a time. 1/4 teaspoon has 20 milligrams. 1 teaspoon has 80 milligrams. 1/2 tablespoon has 125 milligrams. So we'll figure out where we're going to use this. It's with, Big Pete's? Is that what his name is? Dr. Green Thumbs is him, but he manufactures this with Big Pete's. I don't remember, but great product to get. We also have some FSO from Friendly FSO that I can cook with. And Winslow brought me this really awesome flour from Farm Cut. And this is CBDV, Emerald CBDV. Winslow, can you tell us a little bit about this flour?
Yeah, CBDV is cannabidiol varin version, and it's like CBD, but it's more stimulating and sativa-like, and supposedly it reduces your appetite instead of increases it. So it's an interesting cannabinoid that's kind of rare, but it's showing up in strains now.
Kind of like THCV?
Yeah. Yeah, like THCV, but less psychoactive.
Okay. That's really cool. That's a great thing. Oh my God. CBD, but suppressing your appetite. Awesome to see everyone. We've got a lot of people here. Petra says hi. She's saying hi to Eddie and to Winslow.
Hello.
Okay, so this recipe is kind of a riff on one of the recipes in my cookbook. It's called the banana split eclair. I can show you without like showing you the recipe, but banana split eclair. I love this frickin' photo. It's so rad. And so this is what the choux I'm going to base it on. We're going to kind of fudge some things because this has a banana custard in it, and we're going to do a dulce de leche custard instead. A lot of people like to say like, oh, pastry, anything baking and pastry, I don't ever change the recipe at all. At a certain point, you get comfortable and you're like me, and you just fuck around with shit. And that's how you make up new stuff. So that's what we're going to do today. Boston cream pie, yes. Sam Sathi, hi. Of the Lilies, hi. Hi, Anthony. Shit, we got a lot of people here today. Happy Saturday, everybody. All right, so let's start with our choux. I'm going to get, my little tiny baby oven only fits a 1/4 sheet pan. And I'm cutting this recipe in half because I don't really want that many cream puffs in my life today. I will eat them all. I love cream puffs. It's one of the first, I remember, let me show you a book I have. No, a different one. This is probably one of the first cookbooks I ever cooked with. This is the Betty Crocker cookbook, right? And you can tell how much, it's been used. One of the first things that I ever made as a kid, I used to go through this book as a kid and just like was obsessed with all of the things in here that you could do. Might have to look it up. Usually I can just turn to things, but my mom was pretty like open about me cooking whatever the hell I wanted, even if it wasn't something that she would do. 306. Like she wasn't trying to make cream puffs, but when I saw this recipe, like look at it, you can tell I did it because it's all broken and, half of it is missing, but I just lost it. So anyway, I love it. Betty Crocker. So that was like the first recipe I ever used to make cream puffs. They came out great, and I just remember expecting them to be so much better than they were, and I think what was missing was like a pastry cream, like a pudding in the middle, and you don't have to do all of that. You could just put whipped cream, put some powdered sugar, call it a day. But I like to kind of make a mess for you guys and have a good time, so we're going to do a little bit more today. Ursulicious Marvin is here. Gare Bear is here. Hi, welcome. Welcome. That's how you find out. Wow, awesome. Thanks, Winslow, for putting that pre-order in. Did I freeze? I might have frozen. You're good. I'm good? Okay, it was just on my computer. All right, so we lined up a sheet pan with parchment. We'll have that ready to go. Choux pastry starts with butter, and since I'm not making that much, we're going to use a pretty small pot here. We want to preheat our oven to 420. I'm using this oven. I could probably go a little bit lower in that oven, but we'll leave it at that. Smoking orange cream saver, says Jeff Tharp. That sounds good. Hi, Benjamin Rush. Welcome, Benjamin. Let's do this with B-Reals butter. And then so we want because I'm cutting this in half, I want 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to use, how much of B-Reals butter should I use? I don't want to use a tablespoon because that's way too much. There's 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon. A teaspoon has 80 milligrams. That's good. We'll do a teaspoon. I should probably do like half a teaspoon, but we're going for it today. So we're gonna put that into our pot. So you start a choux with melting your butter. And how you want to dose is think, what's the serving size? Now this recipe, I don't know how many, I haven't tested this, right? I tested the eclairs. I don't know how many cream puffs this is gonna make, but I'm about to find out. So hopefully that seemed like a good amount. It makes 16 eclairs. I'm gonna guess it's gonna make, and I cut that in half, so it'd be 8 eclairs, and I'm gonna say that's probably double, so I'd say about 16 cream puffs. So this is now a full tablespoon because we wanted 2 tablespoons. And there's 3 teaspoons. I'm just doing some math. There's 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon, right? We need 2 tablespoons. And now I'm just gonna kind of eyeball this second tablespoon. You can also weigh it. Weighing it is a great way to know for sure, but I didn't do that. So we're gonna trust the process today. Maybe a little more. Okay. We got lots of butter here. And then I have my flour, which is 1/3 of a cup of all-purpose flour. We don't really need to sift that. And then I'm gonna usually I use a wooden spoon for choux, and we have our eggs. In this 2-quart saucepan, and we have water that's right. Oh wait, I'm supposed to bring our water, which is 1/4 cup of water I'm putting in here with that. And we're putting a pinch of sugar and a pinch of salt in here. And we're gonna bring this to a boil. Good morning. Wow, hi Breeze Tones. Hi Mr. Joe V. Hi. Shit, the chat is going off. So if anyone wants to say anything, how about decarbing hash, same as flour? I have yes, it's pretty much the same. I have a written out kind of recipe on Food 52 if you want to check that out. Let me see if I can get it. Food 52, decarb hash. Beginner's Guide to Cooking with Hash. You can check this out. There you go. I don't know if that worked. Great. So I'm going to bring this water. See, it's all melting, that butter and water and salt. You could also some people do half milk, half water for their choux. And then we have this flour here. And I want you guys to be able to see what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna put it in a clear bowl for you. Oh, this burner gets very hot. So I'm gonna put this, I wanna be able to show you guys. I guess you can kind of see what's happening in here. Okay, so I'm gonna dump this flour in. Keep stirring. Ooh, I hope I didn't put too much butter. No, do you see how it's kind of doughing up? We want to keep cooking this. I just like to cook it for, a minute, just so this is what you have to do. It kind of creates a film in the bottom of your pot, and that's when you know it's good. And how long do I stay? Stirring it for 2 to 3 minutes, yeah. So I just like to cook it. You're cooking some of the moisture out of it. And so this is infused. I could have put FSO into that water, very easily. Okay, we got a nice film on the outside. This isn't as much pâte à choux. And then you kind of want it to cool down a little bit, not too much. But we've got to put an egg in here. Yeah, because it's 2 eggs. So I don't want to cook the egg, but I do a little bit from the heat of the pastry. Ooh, that was a big egg. So you kind of want to look at your pastry and be like, do I need to add another egg here? Just depends on like but you see how it's making a V? That's the shape you want it to come in to when it pulls out. Is that, sorry, you keep on trying to help me out, but you know, okay, so I don't think it needs another egg. Sometimes you have to like gauge it, really scrape out those whites too. But looks good to me. So what are people saying in the comments? Ha ha ha, yes indeed, pardon my faux pas. Choux to roux, yes, kind of a roux. Totally, definitely kind of like a roux. Okay, so you can pipe this. You can pipe this. You can scoop it. I might pipe it. Where's my pastry bag? We also have this. I can do little baby ones. How big do I want to make them? Sometimes I like to use the scoopers because it, maybe we'll do baby ones. Because it makes it more round, you know, on top. So I'm just trying to get all of this. Like I said, I cut this recipe in half. I really didn't want that much cream puff in my life because I don't need it. But I love it. I love to eat it. Are people saying anything? Roux au choux. Okay, so we've got our infused dough. I'm going to take this kind of depositor here, ice cream scoop. You could pipe these very easily. I just like to use this to help me out. It's a little sticky, but keep going. These are very small cream puffs, but I'm fine with that. I want them small. You can make them bigger. I'm gonna pop these into my mouth. These are also known as like profiteroles. You can cover them in sugar. Don't do it to me, baby. There we go. I could have spaced these out a little bit more. Get this again. Product is money. It's all dosed, you know, so we don't want to waste it. Although this one's going to be a little bigger. That's okay. There we go. I'm going to move. I know I'm being ridiculous right now, but I just want them spaced out a little bit more. They don't like to be moved. Okay, we'll leave it like that. Let's bake these little cream puffs. Hopefully we like the shape of them when they come out. I like to sometimes you can kind of help them along their way. If you pipe them, sometimes you have to pat down the tip if a tip kind of shows on them. I'm just trying to get rid of the marks from the scraper. Okay, so these are going in the oven. Oh, do you want to see it one more time before we go? Got our little cream puffs here. And they're not going to take a long time because they're so small. How long do they say here for the bigger ones? Bake for 10 minutes, and then we're going to turn it down to 375. It's not going to take that long because these are so teeny, teeny, teeny. Okay, so let's do that. We got to get our pastry cream going. I kind of want to use this for... Let me know if anyone is saying anything, Winslow.
Petra says you can spray the ice cream scoop with oil.
Oh
so they
yeah,
don't stick.
with Pam. I have some Pam. That's a good hack. So you can get it all out. Man, that really stuck to the bottom. Stuck to the bottom. I just sprayed my whole kitchen with soap. I just like this pot because it has rounded edges, and it works better for like things like pudding. This is from Sur La Table. It's not even one of my All-Clad. Let me just wipe up this mess that I made really quickly. I can't look at that while I'm cooking. Soap everywhere. Okay. Great. And then we have this pot. Let's make some pastry cream. This had butter in it. Let me read your comments really quickly. I'm going to take a second, okay? Like baking cook, damn it, I am so high. Wow, there's a lot of comments here. Why are people laughing at me? The amount of sexual innuendos, oh my God. Winslow, you have a dope name, sir. Yeah, you do have a good name. Where's your name come from?
My mom liked the British painter Winslow Homer.
Oh, cool. That's cool. That's a great... Your mom seems cool.
Jeff asked if I'm doing better. I'm still not home because my power's on, but my house is covered in toxic asbestos ash, so I gotta wait for the insurance to clean it.
Super crazy. Okay, so let's do this pastry cream, okay? This was a banana one, so I'm changing it a little bit. We're gonna take... We gotta... All right, I'm using a whole egg for this, another large egg for ease's sake. Bonbon Cam. She's not there. She's not in it. She wanted... Here, let me try. Sometimes she lets me. Oh, hello, little sweet baby. Oh, yes. 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 Oh. You have to give her rapid fire kisses like that. It's very important. It's the only way she'll accept them. Not true. She'll take it anyway.
John loves your apron.
Thanks, John. It's a long story, but... Okay, so we have about a cup of milk. We're going to put this into... This is whole milk. And we're going to put it into a pot, and then we're gonna fucking dose the pudding. You know what, Winslow? I'm going big, and I'm going home.
Do it.
Should we weigh it? Should I eyeball it?
Yeah, eyeball it.
All right. This, let's see, 0.4. That's about 0.1.
That's stiff.
Boop. No, it's pretty good. It like, pretty still viscousy. Okay, so our pudding's dosed now. This is FSO. If you don't know about FSO or RSO, it's already decarboxylated. This has 864 milligrams THC per gram. So 0.1 of it would be 86 milligrams. Okay. All right, you take, for custards was another one I did when I was super young. Custard, usually I would use egg yolk, okay? But I don't want an extra egg white sitting around in my kitchen, so I'm using both egg yolk and egg white here. Custard is, just using egg yolk makes it like sexier, right? You got more fat. Hi, Occult 45. How's everyone doing? Also, if you do super chat today, and like until I decide to not do it anymore, you get submitted into a raffle to win prizes. So, all right. So then this is some sugar. It is quarter of a cup, 50 grams of sugar. I'm putting into the egg, and whisk that up. Oh, let's turn this on. And there was a pinch of salt in the milk as well. I salt everything. Everything always gets seasoned. Look at my sweet little dog. Oh yeah, I wanted to put some vanilla bean. Well, this is gonna have dulce de leche, so I don't know if this is totally necessary, but we'll be decadent today. Why not? Why the fuck not? We're doing cream puffs, and cream puffs are motherfucking decadent. So this is some vanilla bean. I'm gonna put it in here. Just scrape it onto your knife, off of your knife onto your thing. And the FSO is just melting into this milk. It loves it. We love it. What a happy day.
Marvin asked what the prizes for the raffle are.
What do you guys want for prizes?
Yes, are they going to be treats without cannabis?
They could be. Ooh, these cream puffs look good. That makes me happy.
Yeah, I think we were talking about adding some unmedicated chocolates, some marigold sweets.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Was I like non-medicated marigold sweets, or like something special like that. Definitely that. So I don't know if that sounds appealing to everyone, but Jeff Tharp says fancy. Wordis says I love it. Almonds super chat. Hello. Yes. Yeah, this is double dosed. I mean, we could triple dose this if we wanted to, because there's ganache too. So I'm going to whisk this a little bit because I want this milk I want the vanilla beans to break up, and I want the FSO to totally mix throughout. We're going to temper these eggs. So tempering eggs means that you are also, we could melt this dulce de leche into here. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. This is just la lechera, like I don't even know how much this is, like half a cup of dulce de leche. I'm just going for it, okay? It's nice and thick. Have I tried this before? No. Am I confident? Yes. Why? I don't know. I just am. It's going to be okay. It's all going to be okay, friends. So I'm slowly melting this dulce de leche into here. And then we're going to temper this egg and sugar. And thicken up this, I might even put a little cornstarch. Hi, Christopher. Hi, Christopher. Where the fuck is my cornstarch? Here it is. No, that's potato starch.
Oh, Harry says, what about a signed copy of your cookbook as a prize?
Yes. Oh, these look so fucking good. Yes, possibly, yes. I'm gonna add like half a teaspoon. I just have to check with my publisher. I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of cornstarch to this. We're gonna turn down the temperature on our oven to 375 and then add another 20 minutes. Okay, so that's good. We've got this nice caramel going. I'm gonna whisk in that cornstarch to this egg, and now we're gonna start tempering our eggs, because that's what this is about. Let's turn this down, and now we're gonna temper. So I'm gonna slowly drizz this hot milk, FSO, dulce de leche milk into the eggs as I whisk. And that's bringing the temperature up of the eggs slowly without cooking them, right? Because we don't want scrambled eggs. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Say hi to Stuart.
Hi, Stuart. I'm making a mess. I can kind of go faster with this, you know, because once you start getting it in there and the eggs have come to temper, kind of like when you're making mayonnaise, and you don't need to add it all, I just do. Find it easier. Okay, I'm gonna put this back in here. And we have to keep cooking this. Keep this around. Yes, I'm still making a mess. Is this the Edibles Club or what? Okay, so this caramel dulce de leche pudding is totally infused. I also want to get, actually, keep stirring it. Don't do what I'm doing. I just want to have a bowl ready to put it into. Can't look at the chat right now. It's going to start thickening, okay? And that's what we're looking for. And I might switch over to my rubber spatula because I don't really want all of these bubbles. And keep going. Our cream puffs look great. And we have to be ready for those. Oh, something's burning. What is it? I don't know what it is. Weird. Okay, keep going with this. And you can strain it. And this is just to double check, make sure we didn't scramble any of our eggs. Oh, Bon, she loves to sit over there. Hi, Christopher. Hi, Stuart. Wow, there's a lot of people here. Hi, Jeff. Holy shit. Messy Nessie. Vibes always great with Vanessa and Winslow. We love it. Okay, so we've got this pudding, and we just want some good plops from it, like bubbles. It's definitely thick, that's for sure. Because I put that caramel in, we put a little cornstarch in, and we have that egg.
Michelle's here.
Hi, Michelle. We missed you. So I'm just waiting to see if we can get some plops. By plops, I mean like a couple of big bubbles. And don't worry, we're going to strain this. Make sure it's nice and smooth. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to pour it through here. Make sure there's no chunks in it. Nice thick pudding. This is way too much pudding. Oh well,
Michelle is peeling apples for apple pie.
Ooh, nice. I love an apple pie. So push it through your, and sometimes when you include whites, it's kind of like you might cook, you know, like there's the proteins in the whites cook. See, I've got some of that like umbilical cord in here. That's why I like to just use the yolks. And then we're gonna add some butter to this. And this is a dulce de leche pastry cream. Infused with FSO. I just kind of winged it, you know? It was originally a banana pastry cream. I'm gonna use the rest of this butter for sure in here. I think it's 1 tablespoon of butter that I need, and that's about what this is. So, oops, boop, put that butter in. And we kind of want this to cool down before we add it to our cream puffs, which are looking oh so beautiful. Just wait till you see these, you guys, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, I'm so glad I got her book. Okay? Here we go. So I want this to cool down in the fridge. Of course I'm gonna taste it because I have never done a dulce de leche pastry cream
People
before.
like your braid.
They like the braid. My hairstylist Daniel Moon told me to put my hair in a braid when, like, my hair is clean right now, you know, and I don't want to put it in a bun because it always like makes it kinky and messy and like knotty. And so he just said put it in a braid, and I was like, oh, great idea. So I just threw it into a braid today. Let me try this pudding. Okay, yum. Yum. Oh, dangerously yum. This needs to cool in the fridge. Oh, this is dosed, I know. I don't really give a fuck, Winslow. It tastes good. I ate all of that. If you're gonna put plastic wrap like me, put it right onto the pudding so that it doesn't get a film. Okay. And then let's put this in the fridge. I should just let it cool, but I'm not doing that. I want it to go faster. Okay, I want these for that. And then really, you guys, all we have to do is a ganache. I'm gonna smoke a joint because shit, man. Can I bake? Yes, I can. Can I get baked? Yes, I can. I always get asked, usually by a certain gender, whether or not my recipes are actually good. Like, does your food actually taste good? I've had people ask me that on their podcast, and I'm like, yes. You know, I think like word on the street.
I'll confirm, yeah.
Huh?
I can confirm.
Yeah, you can. Like at the party. Holy shit, lots of comments today, hey? Coffee time. Do you want a coffee, Winslow?
Yeah, I'll have one.
Okay, Winslow said it's coffee time, so it's coffee time.
Yeah, this is a fast recipe, isn't it?
I mean, sure. Yeah, and this is actually too much time for these little babies. They look pretty good. I want them to cook a little longer. I'm gonna turn it down to 350. Yeah, we're gonna do a quick ganache.
Say hi to Pete's Best.
Hi, Pete's Best. Pete's here. Hi, Pete. We're kind of doing one of the recipes from my book, Banana Split Eclair. This one. But instead of doing banana pudding, we're doing dulce de leche pudding, and we're doing cream puffs, cream puff puffs. My hair's kind of falling apart, but that's okay. I am jealous he had those dosed arancini. Oh, that's right. The arancini were really good. And then we did an event this Thursday, and I made more arancini, and it was so good. Let me get some coffee. And then, so put this in here. They look really good, these cream puffs. So you just fill, if you've never used a mocha before, you fill up the bottom to the spigot, and which is right here. This little thing that sticks out, it's in here too. And you can tell, like, I probably put too much water here. It's gonna push, you know, so don't worry. Just, you know, pour it out. Problem solved. Okay? And then you take your coffee. I don't necessarily love Illy, but it's what I got. I'm just trying to make sure these don't get burnt on top.
Michelle asks, is the dulce de leche inspired by Sir Baker Alex?
Yes, it's inspired by our event this weekend. One of them looks a little funny, but the rest of them look great. Inspired by Alex for sure. From the event this weekend, my friend Miranda wanted to do a dinner party, and she was like, will you do Mexican, Italian food? And the only thing that wasn't Mexican was the chimichurri. That's not Mexican, but that's okay. Because it's great on steak. What are you going to do? And so we did arancini filled with poblano peppers and Oaxacan cheese. And then we did stuffed shells, las conchas divorciadas. So, so we did them with green enchilada sauce and red enchilada sauce, and they were stuffed with ricotta, spinach, parmesan, and cotija. And then we did, we did aguachiles, shrimp aguachiles, and that week just kept it pretty traditional. We did a Caesar salad with a little bit of chipotle adobo sauce. Winslow, that was my cream. It's okay.
Is it all of it?
No.
Okay, good.
What do you mean? You bought that. You saw the pint you bought. No, it was...
Michelle asked, did you drop your knowledge at the event?
I did a little bit. It was, you know, the thing is, so the event was supposed to be for a cannabis company, and then it ended up changing. But the woman, my friend Miranda, still wanted to do it, right? And I was like, great. I'm happy. We're happy to cook. Winslow came, took some photos. You know, it was fun. And it was less people than we expected, but which was fine. It's always nice when it's less stressful than you expect it to be. Oh no, did I ruin them? Don't fuck with your recipe, Vanessa. I moved them, and I hope I didn't just make them fall flat. It's okay.
Jeff asked, the tres leches you had on the Dr. Green Thumb show, was it the same recipe as On Your Life?
Oh my God, tres leches. Same recipe? Yes, actually it was better. The live one was better than what I brought to the Dr. Green Thumb show. That was better.
That tres leches was insanely good.
It was. Fuck. Only one of them fell, but that pisses me off. It was the ugly one. But still. Anyway, let's keep going. I'm going to have to look at that ganache recipe again. We have our coffee going. What was I going to do? Oh, my water got cream in it. We were making coffee. I guess I'll make I'm just going to have an espresso, I think. I think I'll do an espresso today. You know what I'm going to do too? I made this nocino. Let me show you guys.
Is Green Thumb different than Be Real show?
No, it's Be Real show.
Eddie wasn't aware you were on it.
Eddie? Yeah. You were aware I was on the Dr. Green Thumb show. You were in the chat.
Oh, he says Jeff is saying they gave you a shout out when you weren't on.
Oh, that's really cool. They're so sweet.
Well, he's asking. He's not sure.
Oh, okay, I don't know what's going on.
Me neither.
Send a super chat if you really want. If you want to show us you love us.
Jeff confirms you did get a shout out.
Oh, that's really sweet. They're so nice to me. They're so supportive. I love those guys. They're really great. All right, so we have 1.5 ounces of dark chocolate. I like a 66%. I'm going to add a little bit of this. I'm getting very sidetracked right now. This is Nocino that I made. Do you know what Nocino is, Winso? It's a black walnut liqueur.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
And it's kind of like, it's great. This one is really, I did a good job. I'm proud of myself. I'm sad about that one. No, keep going. Keep going, babies. You don't want them to fall, you know? You don't want them to be flat. And I shouldn't have moved them. But that oven isn't totally even. So I'm in Canada. I can't send super chat from Canada. That's okay, Eddie. You should host an infused lunch or dinner party for the summer. That would be so awesome. John. Sure. I mean, who's paying for it? I was going to add some of this Nocino to my coffee. So this is black walnut, and I put it into Everclear with some sugar. It's really good. And other aromatics like vanilla and...
You just got a super chat from Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff. What do you want to say? Let's hear what you have to say. And Jeff needs to go on our list. Where's my listicle? Of people who sent in super chats. So that, oh, it's over here. So we can add them. Timothy was last time. So Jeff gets added to our raffle. Jeff wants chocolate. Oh wait, I didn't clean this top. I have to do something a little tricky, you guys. Actually, I'll just take some paper towel. I haven't used this one in a minute.
Jeff says, no question, just showing some love.
Okay, thanks, Jeff. We love you. We love you. This is very hot. I just see, look at how dirty that was with coffee.
I'm not too worried.
It's coffee, and like some people say it's the seasoning on the, like, oh no, leave it. It's like a seasoning on a cast iron, but I don't love it. So I like to try and get it out. Okay. We're gonna let these cook all the way, because I want them to be really nice and set and not funny when I'm gonna eat. Okay, the cream was how much in the ganache? I think it's a 1/4 cup of cream. Actually, I'm sure it's a 1/4 cup of cream. So I gotta just measure that out really quickly, and we need to whip some cream. Are you guys impressed?
You got a super chat from Pete.
Oh, Pete's going on the raffle list.
Also, no question, just love.
Just love. I love you too, Pete. Also, everyone give Jeff their condolences, because he lost his best friend recently, and I don't even want to think about that happening.
Sorry, Jeff.
Really bummer. Okay, so I gotta measure this cream again, because I'm messy, spilled it on the ground, or on the table. And then we need some, oh no, I'm doing what do you want? Do you want a latte, or do you want a,
just a little milk in it.
Just a little milk?
Yeah, just cold milk.
You got it.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, good thing you got that cream, because we're gonna need whipped cream too. These are looking good. You really want them to bake, so I baked them for 20 minutes at 375. And we want to heat up this cream. This is a quarter cup of heavy cream. We're going to make a ganache. And so you could add more weed butter here if you wanted to, right? We could infuse the ganache if you so choose. It's a little precarious, okay? But we make it work. It's a tiny little pot. Okay, coffee's coming out. We got our little bit of chocolate. We'll need a little bit of butter for that. We're gonna whip some cream. Where's my joint? I'm getting better. I had my mise en place today though. And like having my cookbook here, having the recipe ready was really nice. If you haven't pre-ordered How to Eat Weed and Have a Good Time, I highly recommend that. You do. I mean that I'm high and I highly recommend it. I recommend it highly and highly recommend it. That you pre-order How to Eat Weed and Have a Good Time. It has recipes like this choux pastry recipe. My ganache is in here too. I've got Nanaimo bars. I've got tincture recipes, stone sugar. If you want to do a weed sugar, if you want to have a hot cocoa mix. Oops.
Say hi to papiersification.
Wait. Hi to who? Where is it? I don't even see it. Papier? Yeah. Papier? Where? Where do you see that? Oh, this is the coffee going? All right, we got the coffee going. What coffee cup do I want to give you? This is kind of my favorite. I feel like this size of coffee cup is really... Don't worry, I bought more soap. I just like to use those bottles until they're really all used up. Oh, shit. Sorry. It's the cream. Turn off your cream. Say hi to who? Molto 2?
They said they changed their name. I don't know what their
Papierification. Papierification. Okay, mine is slow. My chat is slow right now. I gotta update it. All right, Winslow's coffee. Save a little shot for me. Take these out. They got a little, they're definitely not anemic looking.
Christopher asked what you're smoking.
I'm smoking Crescendo from THC Design. And I'm baking cream puffs from my cookbook. So I'm poking little holes in them so steam comes out, but they feel pretty good to me. Just one of them kind of fell flat. Okay. I got a little crispy on the top because my oven is so tiny. But just make sure when you bake these, your oven is preheated, okay? You don't want a not cool oven. So, doot. This one got ugly. What are you gonna do? There's always an ugly guy. Cool. Those are our little creamy puffies. And how many did we make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? 1, 2, yeah, 9. So 80 divided by 9. A little bit less than 10. Yeah. Okay, oh yeah, this is that cream. I'm pouring it over this chocolate. It was 1.5 ounces of dark chocolate. Let me put some milk in your coffee. Or do you want half and half?
Milk is better.
Have whatever. Have all the dairies. Do you want any sugar?
A little bit, yeah.
How much milk?
A little bit more. That's good. Thank you.
da, da. Dee, dee, doo. Dee, doo. Too much sugar?
That's great. Thank you.
Okay, and then pour moi. Pour moi. We'll pour a little coffee and no hero.
Stuart asked, should you use
shit.
parchment paper for everything you bake?
For everything, it really depends on what you're making. I like parchment paper because it keeps, I'm just going to put a little nocino in here. Ooh. Yeah, go for it, man. Yours has, yeah, give it a whirl. It's going to be like, it'll add a little spice to your coffee. And a little alcohol, just so you know. Okay, hair of the dog. All right, so we did our things. We poked holes in all of them. We've got our ganache going. Last thing we have to do is beat some whipped cream. We're going to stir that ganache. And this is why I had you get this one. Ooh, let's get this out of the way. How much whipped cream? We don't need, not like that much. That's plenty. I could do this by hand, but I'm not. Is there a plug for me by chance? Get this out of the way. Thank you, Winslow. Let me check the chat. Wow, she's the best. This is the best live cooking show on YouTube. Thanks, man. Shit, yeah, Harry Lee sent us super. Thanks, Harry. You're going on the raffle. And if it's like up to 5 is one time in the raffle. Every multiple of 5 is an extra name. Your name put in. He did, well, up to like, you know what I mean? Some people can't do $5 and that's cool. We're grateful. Okay, so I'm gonna whip this cream. Let's turn it down. Okay, I really like this thing. I'm gonna make sure this is on I think it is on my Amazon storefront, but.
It is multitasking.
Well, I want to stir the ganache. See, start in the middle, work your way out. We're going to add some butter to this. Yeah. Not so good at this. There we go. Okay, I don't like to over whip my cream. You know, you don't want it, you want it to just start doing that. You know, just start holding shapes, but not like butter, because then it starts to separate. You know, it gets kind of clumpy. Don't want that.
Super chat from Alan. Thanks, Alan.
How much? One time? Great. Alan.
Yeah, Bernhoft is the last name.
Bernhoft. Yeah, I know who it is. All right. Thanks, Alan. We love you. We love it. This is great. YouTube loves it too. Let's put some butter in here. I'm not going to do weed butter because we'll triple infuse. Why not? But not a lot, okay? Just a little bit of this. It's already softened. So we'll just put, it's probably like 20 milligrams, 40 maybe. Looks like half a teaspoon maybe. So stir that in there really nicely. You want to make sure it totally gets mixed in and homogenized. I also want to make sure I have just a little bit of salt in here so it's nice and salty. I might put a little more butter, but not weed butter. Just cut it with your regular butter, you know?
Oh, Alan asked dishwashing party with a super chat.
Dishwashing party? You want to watch it? Is that what you're saying? You want me to record me cleaning the dishes?
Yeah, I think so.
You got it, man. If that's what you want, I'll make a clean the dishes video. Okay, so I'm just stirring in this butter to our ganache. We have whipped cream. We have our pudding. We just have to assemble.
Eddie asked, are these the same as profiteroles?
They are the same as profiteroles, but we're going to put, I think with profiteroles, you can just, like, sometimes there's croquembouche too, where you make that pyramid with them. You know, you make a tower. Really cool. Okay, so we're going to cut these. Okay, take a pretty one. Get a plate. We got our pudding too. We can't forget our pudding. We have a lot of things going on here. Let me get rid of this and these so we can kind of have it not totally cuckoo. And just tidy this up. I'm just trying to get it a little tidy. Clean our stations. And that's fine. We've got these. Let's slice them. I think I'm going to use a serrated knife. And we'll take, this one's really pretty. Let's save that for a photo. Let's take this one or this one. Yeah, so we'll cut it here. Very delicate. I made them very small. And that's fine. I don't mind it that way. I would have made the top a little smaller, but that's okay. Let me stir this really quickly so it's not lumpy with butter. My butter was a little bit cold. Make sure your butter is room temp. When you add it, you want to put this, dip it into your chocolate, the top, the chapeau. Push it down so you get a nice coating. And remember, they are delicate, so you want to see how nice that looks. Okay, so I'm just going to put this comme ça. Let me get my pudding. You know, best if this sits, you know, I made this overnight and it was sitting. But
Eddie wants to see the inside of the pastry up close.
It's very delicate. See those nice air pockets? Okay, so then I'm going to take this dulce de leche pudding. I'm going to put it in here. I cut it the top a little big, but we're not going to complain. Delish. I'm going to put this cream. I didn't sweeten this. You can sweeten it if you want to. I could probably even put more if I wanted to. Okay, comme ça. And Winslow, I'll make you another one for a good photo. And then we have to come in. Yeah. I'm going to eat. There's. Yeah, there's no way I can't have two of these. They're really, I can already tell this is going to be one for the books.
Pete says you and Guy Fieri should get stoned and cook together.
I wonder if, do you think Guy gets stoned? I don't know. Okay, so then we have some powdered sugar. That's really all you have to do.
Malto says he'd put a slice of banana in these.
Okay, so the cookbook recipe where the choux pastry came from and the pudding, the pudding in here uses egg yolk only. It's banana. I call it Go Bananas Split Eclair. So that's in this book. The names are super fun. The recipes are excellent. This is the photo. I don't want to show you the recipe, but look at that fucking photo, my friends. It's a fun book, okay? And I have hot tips. This one says, heads up, pothead. So all my tips start with heads up, pothead, because we thought it was funny. This is a complicated pastry recipe, and you'll want to have or be a sober supervisor while making it. You'll also need a pastry bag with the star tip for piping the eclairs. Okay? Not totally necessary, but if you want to. Damn, she's quick. Okay, let's eat this. Let's eat this thing. It's not getting any younger. Okay. It's all over my hand. Oh my God. I don't know how you can eat these without it being messy.
It's messy by design.
This doesn't taste infused at all. I wouldn't sweeten the whipped cream either. Whoa. Yep. Anyway. So don't be afraid to like kind of fuck around with recipes sometimes. What's the worst that's going to happen? Oh, we forgot to pull the shade down a little. Oh yeah, it might be better. 10 out of 10. Should I make another one? Jeff Tharp says, you rock, Blair. The color in your book looks so vibrant. Love it. Yeah, they really, when the publisher got the photos. Okay, so let me tell you, well, it's story time, right? It's 2:25. Shit, I did that in an hour.
Yeah, that's quick.
What are we going to do?
That liqueur is really good.
You like it, huh? Yeah. It's a nice, and it's got a kick to it too. You feel a little bit of a kind of a warm,
Yeah, it's nice.
a little warm kiss on your cheek. Just a little. All right, well, let's keep making these.
Kota asks, how many milligrams do you think are in each one of these?
All right, let's think about it.
I don't think you know.
You don't think I know? I think we can figure it out. The only thing that's kind of questionable is the pudding, right? Because I used, like, depends how much I use of this, how much total this is. This looks like at least, well, let's figure it. It looks like at least 2 cups. And I used about 2 tablespoons. All right, fucking A. Let's do some math. Weed math time. I'll light my joint while we wait for this first cream puff to kick in. See, this one got kind of sad. It looks like a popover. It's a little, like a mushroom. Still tastes good, but this one's nice. That's a nice cream puff. But, okay. Several nice ones. So in the shoe, we got 9 of them. And we put 1 teaspoon of B Reals butter, which is 80 milligrams. So that would be 80 divided by 9.
That's 8.8.
8.8 milligrams. Okay, just in the shoe. Then in the pudding, which we're going to say is 2 cups, we put about 2 tablespoons of it, and we put about 1/10 of a milligram, I would say, because I did one in the syringe, Winslow. I did.
Oh, Breeze has to go say bye.
Bye, Breeze Tones. Thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed this. Oh, wait, did I skip my story time? What story was I telling before I started this?
Colors in the book.
Oh, yeah, we'll tell that in a second. Just remind me because I probably will forget again. Okay, so I put it down from 0.5 to like 0.4, right?
So that's 1/10 of a gram.
I would say. And better to weigh it. But I would say about 86 milligrams. So like into 2, so 86 milligrams into 2 cups, which is 32 tablespoons. So 86.
That's 2.7 milligrams per tablespoon.
Times 2.
So 5.3.
5.3 milligrams in that. And then I would say in the ganache, I put about half a teaspoon, which would be another 40 milligrams. And I don't even know how much ganache this made, but maybe like half a cup of ganache, which would be 8 tablespoons. And I maybe put half a tablespoon on there, so 16. So 40 divided by 16.
2.5.
So in the ganache, maybe like 2.5 milligrams. So total, these would be 8.8,
5.3.
5.3, 2.5.
So that's 16, 17 milligrams per.
Bomb.
That's not too bad.
I'd say, I bet it's like 15.
Yeah.
They're little bombs. What are you gonna do? All right, story time. So, God bless you for that math. You're welcome, Christopher. That's the kind of shit you got to do when you're an edible maker. We have an obligation as edible makers to dose people responsibly. You want to be able to say to someone, okay, I can confidently tell you this edible is between 15 and 20 milligrams. Do with that what you will. And you can eat the first one and see where you get. Wait some time. It takes a while for edibles to kick in. A lot longer than smoking. And let people gauge. Maybe you make a pudding that's not infused and one that is. Maybe you only infuse 1 layer, give people options. That's always a good thing to do. And I tell you how to do that in this book. So let me tell you about the design. So when I met my editor, Justin, at Simon Element, he was like, you have to send us like what you're thinking design-wise for the book and for picking a photographer, etc., having a guide. And so I put things together and they were really kind of funky photos, very surreal. I was an art history major, so I like kind of artistic and just fun. I just wanted it to be fun and colorful and interesting and playful and a nod to our community and to potheads and stoners, whatever you want to call us. I don't really care. And that's what the book is. The photos are that way. There's a lot of funny photos in here. I'm sure you're gonna find them and send them to me. But so I sent him this kind of kit, right? And he was like, this is I don't remember what words he said, but I remember it was like along the lines of, this is the wildest, collection of inspiration I've ever seen. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you. But then we shot the photos. He was like, we don't have a cover yet. We don't have a cover yet. And so we spent like a day, dedicated a day just to shooting this cover, because it took a lot of work to get like to make the chocolates float. So the chocolates are floating and the marshmallows are floating and the meatballs are floating, because the food's going to get you high. We wanted little nods, like the weed leaves in the shadows. And anyway, and then the back is me on a couch. That was very fun. This was a fun shoot. So when the design team at Simon and Element got the photos, they were like, who the hell shot this? Because it's just such a fun shoot. We got really stoned. I got stoned, smoked pot on set every day. There was weed on set. It was a hot set. And the culinary producer, or the food stylist, not culinary producer, food stylist, is my stoner friend, Casey Dobbins, Vegetarian Space Station. The photographer was Julia Stoats, who's awesome. She did a photo shoot with me years ago. I think it was for Cherry Bomb. And I was really excited to work with her. And then Samantha Margarita did all of the props, like this beautiful kind of marbled background. She picked that out. And like the glasses and the bowls and the straws, all those little details. There are people behind it, right? What fork do you use? What napkin are you gonna use? How much of the napkin do you wanna see? Like all of these things, this little plate. I made these. These were done by me, of course. And then it was awesome. This is called the cereal chiller milkshake. These are my chocolates, and these are, I think I called them herbaceous meatballs. They're my grandmother's recipe for meatballs. So all in the cookbook. Pre-order it today, please. I love you, everyone who has pre-ordered my cookbook. It means a lot to me. What other stories do we want?
We had a Matt who's here late.
Matt, you missed the action, man. Made a whole cream puff. I might have to eat another one, Winslow. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Christopher. I love you guys. Love making edibles and so glad I found you. Julia Stoats. It's S-T-O-T-Z. S-T-O-T-Z. She's super talented. Great photographer. Like, this is the Fluffer Nutty brownie. So it's marshmallow fluff and peanut butter swirled on the brownie. If that's too much for you, the brownie recipe alone is great. You don't have to do that. And then this is me. This couch was amazing. I basically rented this house because of this couch. I was obsessed with it. It was so colorful. I was like, that's the vibe. I want to be surrounded by all of my food on a crazy couch and just be having a good time. Party Crunch mix, Pot Tarts, what do I call it? Cracker Jane. These are Rosemary Jane biscotti, Nom Nom Nanaimo bars, Bliss balls, Chiba cherry cheesecakes, baklava, glazed baklava, hot honey, firecrackers, Lil Nessa's snack cakes, Party Crunch mix. There's a lot of good recipes. Oh, and the Marigold Sweets chocolates, of course. Anyway, for the Edibles Club. Sorry. For the Edibles Club and everyone who enjoys eating weed. It's dedicated to all of you. So I hope you feel special. It is. I was like, who do I dedicate this book to? Oh, I should keep going with this.
Say hi to Joe Elvis.
Hi. Hi, Joelness.
Joe Elvis.
Joelvis. Hi, Joe Corona. Oh, good. Jay Corona, you didn't notice the weed shadows? It was very cool. Oh, I don't want my ganache starting to set, so I'm going to make sure. Let's coat these cream puffs. Will you get a video on your phone for me, please? I'm gonna put the chocolate on some.
You want a video of that?
I think so. Just like of the process. I might need to heat this up for a second. Really push it in. Push it real good. Try and lift it up towards you. Yum. Thank you. I'm gonna let these chill here, but I think I'm gonna do them all. Why not? That's beautiful. Ooh, so delicate. I have to match them up. This was, I think, to this one. Okay. Do you know what I mean? I don't want the bottom and the top not to match. You could no, I like cutting them first. I was going to say you could dip them first and then cut them, but then you'd have chocolate on your hand. So these are better because I've got a better base. Like, look at all of that. Look at all that to fill, right? That's a better situation. So we're going to just keep on dipping these here tops into our ganache.
Eddie says you should do a 420 special. What would that be?
If I did a 420 special for the club, well, we'll figure it out. This was that ugly one. We got to figure it out. What would I do? I probably want to do something with Be Real. What do you guys think? Make that happen.
Alan says he's looking forward to following along with your show with the cookbook.
With the cookbook, right? We can do all sorts of fun things because we've got this cookbook now. And that is the key. We can make all sorts of stuff. It's got good base recipes and we're going to make all of those, but like you can make recipes like this recipe is inspired by, ooh, careful, the recipe in the book. I just changed a couple of things and now we have cream puffs. So, and they're so nice and delicate. That's really what you're looking for. A really nice, some space in there and a delicate little cream puff. Okay, this one goes like that. And we have one more. Everyone's going to be happy to have these at a party. And you know what else is in the book is a menu. I give you menu ideas for dosing people. And sometimes it's like order a pizza. So people have other options of what to eat. All right. Should I assemble another one? What should we do?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get a fresh plate. These are my friend Sarah Kirsten's plates. They're really beautiful. I love them. Be Real will be in Atlanta 420 and so will Joshua. Okay, we'll have to figure it out. Can always film it beforehand. Movie magic. Okay. Let's assemble this one.
Ryan asks, which recipe in your book was the toughest to perfect?
Good question. A lot of them were hard. The fudge, the Go Banana Split Eclair, the not forget your birthday cake. I have some challenges in there. And I had really good pastry chefs testing recipes. What else was difficult? And then some were really easy. You know, I was like, yeah, I got this down. But yeah, it took a while on some. Even the cookies, you know, the chocolate chip cookies. Like I'm always, there's just, there are so many variables. I'm working on a movie about Quetzon from Yuma. Cool. Alan, great idea. What did Alan say? I actually have original psychedelic stoner music. I'd donate anytime. Cool. Yo, Vegas. Hey, Pete's Best, Be Real, and Vanessa kind of like Bon Appetit. Yeah, love it. Hi, Ryan Clough. Love it. Thank you. Cool. Okay, I'm going to assemble another one because why the hell not? Right? Yes, Winslow?
Yeah.
Ready? Will you get a video for me, please? Bonbon, we're working, Missy. Okay. So some dulce de leche pudding.
Oh, wait. Go.
Cream puff puffs with dulce de leche pudding. This was infused with FSO. The cream puff was infused with Be Real's butter. This is just whipped cream. Okay, that kind of worked perfectly. Petit chapeau. It's going to be messy. It's so good. They don't call me Messy Nessie for nothing. I think this is like 15 milligrams, so I'll be on 30 now. Mmm. Mmm. That was so good. It's insane. It's not too sweet, but it's like, it's a lot of milligrams. Live on the Edibles Club. Getting really baked. Delish. Okay. Do a video, the recipe names. Yes. You love the names. Messy is good. Yes, it's a good cream puff. That's for fucking sure. Those are really good. I wish you could have one, man. But you'll get very high. I already feel it.
They're pretty strong.
Yeah. Shit. Drink some coffee. If you guys haven't joined my Patreon, the Edibles Club, I highly recommend it. It's where we have our group chat. That's where we hang out. Winslow's in the chat too. Sometimes he graces us with a funny meme or a funny video. You find some gems. I'm gonna take ticking right now. Tick tie? What's a tincture? Tincture. What is she doing in your face?
She's just bossing me around.
She's trying to tell you to pet her.
Yeah.
Bonbon, you're not the boss of Winslow. You're not. Now she's going to annoy me. Do you want something? Let me give her a treat. Sit. Okay.
Hey, Matt.
There we go. Gave her a treat. Ocho, hi. Very good show. Appreciate you guys. Ocho Numu, hi. What shit? Where did I say shit? I think he might be behind, right?
What?
I don't know. He said that tiny shit. I think I said shit earlier. The cream, when the cream was boiling over.
Under your breath.
Yeah, I think I was like, shit. Probably a few times.
That's a normal thing to say in the kitchen.
I mean, we pulled this off.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, but you were here for moral support. You know? And like, I shouldn't be surprised. We tested these recipes a lot. But sometimes, you know, you just have one of those days where shit, it doesn't work out. Or for whatever reason. These are strong. I can feel it. I feel the first one. And I just ate another one. Anyway, pardon me. Yeah, Harry Lee. I'm adding you. Thank you for the super chat. You're being added to the list. Where's my list? Oh, it's got a puff on it. Harry. Harry Lee, but not ×2. Wait, what did he do last time? I guess whatever. We'll put it in ×2. 2 super chats from Harry.
Did you see his question?
What is it? Can you infuse deep fried stuff? Yes, you can. You certainly can. What do you want to deep fry, Harry? One time we did mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, those were great.
Those are great. And I put flour in the breadcrumbs. And then we tested the fry oil and the mozzarella sticks after. It's in our post. If you look on the club, the Patreon, it'll tell you the lab testing. Some of the THC transferred to the fry oil.
Just a little bit though, right?
A tiny bit. It's just something to keep in mind when you're cooking with cannabis, thinking about cross-contamination. Because if you go to use that fry oil and, you know, it's got the THC in there, even if it's a little bit, and you give it to a kid or whoever, right? Someone who's not expecting any THC, you just want to be thoughtful of those things. So that's why I do what I do. I just want people to have a good time. I want us to have a good reputation as edible makers. Right now, the reputation for edibles for a lot of people is, holy shit, I don't touch those, because one time someone gave me a cookie and they, you know, I ate the whole thing and I didn't wake up for 3 days or whatever.
Petra says deep fried pickles. I concur.
Ooh, I do love a deep fried pickle. We could do deep fried pickles for sure. Put a tincture in there, because then you have the alcohol as well, and the alcohol is going to help your batter fry better because it's more volatile than water, pushes out at a lower temperature than water. So what is the name of it and when will it be released? Joel, let me tell you all about it. See, here's the thing, Winslow. I can talk about this book all day long and people are like, what book?
Yeah.
You know, wait.
I think maybe they were talking about somebody's music.
Oh, never mind. I thought we were talking about my cookbook. Whose music? Whose music? I have not seen her this baked in a while. Looks like I started watching at the perfect moment. That's funny. Bon 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 on the Autobahn. You're funny. Vanessa feeling good now. Love that onset. Me too. And she's still smoking. She's no lightweight. Love that you don't tap out. Only stoners would want to infuse fried pickles. Sound good though. This is the Edibles Club. We infuse everything. There is nothing we don't want to infuse.
Petra says the 600 milligram edible she ate lasted 3 days.
That's what I'm
Sorry,
saying. Petra, that's what I'm talking about. And like you're brave, because I've experienced that before, right? I've been high for days.
We were trip sitting her in the chat.
That's true. Oh my God, Jeff, you're being added to the raffle.
Is that Jeff's second? No, it's his first.
That's Jeff's second. No, is that a different Jeff?
Jeff Gorin.
Let me look at, I think I can we do a baked baklava? Funny, you should send that. Say that. Okay, Jeff Goring. Yeah, no, that's his second one. So ×2, we got to put him in the raffle.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff. Okay. I have a baked baklava in here, literally. What did we put that under? I'm trying to think. So we have the different sections. This is Sugar Fix. I think I put it under Space Cakes. I debated. So those were some of the questions, like, where should we put baklava? Where should we put the Pop-Tarts? Berry Wild Pop-Tarts, that's what they're called. They're so good. Those were hard. Alex really helped me with that one. I mean, I had it down, but when he did it, I was like, yeah, we're good. We're good. Looks good. And then it looked fucking sick in the photo shoot. I can't wait for you guys to see that. Must be in the Space Cakes. Micro Snacks, Hydrate, Space Cakes, Nanaimo bars. We did the Goat Banana Split Eclair. Forget My Birthday Cake. Blazed Baklava Blunts. I guess I could have called them baked baklava. But I said blazed because they're blunts. Because I rolled them. Instead of doing it square, I roll the phyllo. Very good. Very good. My recipe tester for that, I saw her, Amanda. She was at the party. She was like, I want to do that baklava again. So we can totally do that, Jeff. It's going in the it's in the book. So if there's ever a recipe you're like, why hasn't she done this? Why hasn't she done that? It's probably because it's in the book. And I'm just waiting. I'm waiting, you know? And we can always like play around, create new things, but just know it's all based on what's in that book. It's my textbook. This is my class. That's how I feel. And I've got my assistant professor. Whatever.
What?
Co-professor.
Yeah, assistant professor is good.
We're talking about weed. We're talking about cooking. Pizza. Yes. Or maybe she should try to make a Philly cheesesteak next week. Ooh. What do you think, Winslow?
I'm not a fan of, I shouldn't say that.
You don't like steak?
Philly cheesesteak? No.
Really?
I like steak.
You like steak?
Yeah, but I don't know. Philly cheesesteak has always just been kind of ick to me.
Why?
It's
Because
like
of the cheese whiz?
It's like a hot mess of a sandwich.
It is a hot mess, but I love it when it's all spicy. It's like one of those things that I eat, like, I don't want to say in shame, but like, I want to be, like, I'm in a mood. I'm in some kind of mood if I'm eating that. I haven't eaten that since my 20s.
Delicious D's here saying she missed this, was gonna rewatch it.
Delicious D, it's okay. You can watch it again. Rocky says Falcoa says Rocky. Oh my God. Let's make waffles. Everyone, I know what you guys are talking about. And enough of that. I don't want to hear about that video anymore, okay?
See, Matt's upset that I don't like a Philly cheesesteak. I knew I'd get flack for it.
Uh-oh, Winslow. On YouTube, Half Wedge Chili Spanker. That's my recent psychedelic stoner jam. Okay. Thank you, Alan. Chopped cheese. Multotube wants to know. I don't know about a chopped cheese either. Delicious D loves a chili cheesesteak. Should we do a French dip? What if you did a French dip?
Do a cheesesteak.
Do a cheesesteak?
Like it.
That's true, but usually you're the one like helping me eat it. Yeah, we could do it. We can do a cheesesteak. We could do a French dip. We could do. I can leave it up to the club. I'm gonna leave it up to the Patreon. But if we're all feeling a sandwich for next week, we can do a sandwich. I'm down with that. You know, what should we talk about on Wednesday though? That's another question.
Something will come up.
I feel like plenty of things have come up, man. Like, what else you want to come up? I don't want anything else. Huh?
I want less.
Less things to come up. Should we keep it positive next week? Maybe we should, like, stay positive next week. French dip. Christopher says French dip. We're going to leave it up to the fucking club, my friends. So if you're not a part of the Patreon, I highly recommend you join. If you want to have an opinion and have a sway and have a vote on what I make next week, You got to be a patron. This is the Edibles Club. Join the club. Get into that group chat. Come and talk to me. Ask me questions. Meet your future partner. That's going to happen eventually. This group chat is popping off. People are connecting. And they're all edible lovers. And they're all in the cannabis community. So you know that that's going for them, which is a good thing, usually. The club is really cool. It's got a good vibe. It's, you know, people filter themselves out if they're not into it. But for the most part, like once you're in that group chat, people have a good time. Best show, pay for play, huh? Matt Burns, what do you want me to say?
We got bills.
I got bills to pay. I live in Los Angeles. You know, rent's going up. Yeah. So Winslow's got shit to pay for. Yeah, pay to play. That's how it is. Welcome. I'll keep it real though. That's for sure. She is lard? What do you mean? I don't know. Positivity is a good idea for Wednesday, says Harry Lee.
3 people said keep it positive.
You got it. I think my cat is pregnant. Petra. Oh shit. You did put the club. I'm gonna pin this. Yay, the pickles is like what you get at the diner when I order cheesesteak, complimentary. Well, maybe we'll do fried pickles and a sandwich, and we'll fucking decide on the club what kind of sandwich it's gonna be.
Oh yeah.
There's other sandwiches we could do too. We've already done a meatball sub.
Do a cheesesteak.
Winslow.
A bunch of people want it.
I don't care. They're gonna have to vote.
Okay.
It's gonna be on the Patreon.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay? And there's gonna be options for them. You never know. Cheesesteak might have to wait. Maybe I need to meet someone from Philadelphia and like get the legit, because I don't have the whiz, I don't have the bread. I'm gonna piss people off. Maybe I'm nervous to make a cheesesteak. So, look it, Mr. Joe V wants banh mi.
Oh, I love a banh mi.
Okay.
How would you infuse that?
Because it's pate. It's maybe the vet. What else? What goes on a banh mi? I'm probably saying it wrong. Is it banh mi? Let's see. Rice vinegar, white sugar, water, matchstick cut carrots, daikon, white onion. This has chicken breast. I mean, it depends what kind of banh mi you want. French baguette, mayonnaise. I don't know if that sounds traditional. Do you know what I mean? Let me see. I want like a real authentic recipe. Not an Americanized one. Cooking therapy. Love and love. Is anyone giving me an answer in the...
Harry says infuse the mayo.
Is there mayo?
I don't know if mayo's traditional.
Maybe it is. Yeah, ever wonder what that rich, creamy spread on your banh mi sandwich is? It's sat bo trong. I'm probably butchering that. I'm sorry. Also known as just bo trong or bo. This Vietnamese mayonnaise has a distinct flavor, very different from regular mayonnaise. With an abundance of egg yolks and garlic in the mix, it's a very rich and savory condiment. I want to look it up. Did you look it up?
No.
I'm looking it up. So that's how we would infuse, but I want to see what, like, how is it different?
Marvin says bombed me. That's a good name.
That's funny. Recipe English. Vietnamese style mayonnaise. So you take, using a hand mixer, you take the egg yolk and the white and you separate them. Add a little lime juice, olive oil, sugar, and salt. Whisk to combine. Okay. More lime juice, olive oil, sugar, and salt. Interesting. Continue to whisk. So they're using, yeah, you can do that with, like we would do a vinegar. More lime juice, olive oil, salt, sugar, and salt. So it's like sweet. Okay, which is great because you want to know what's in my cookbook. Y'all want to know what's in my cookbook? I bet you're going to be able to guess. Bonbon Cam, please. We'd have to set it. We'd have to move it. She's not on her bed. She's chewing her bone. Do you guys want to watch her chew her bone? No, we can't move it, right?
It's also dark.
It's too dark. Okay. What's in my book? I have to go to the pot pantry. The pot pantry, can of butter, alcohol, oil, tincture, magical whip. Okay. What's in the magical whip? So they would do lime juice. This uses vinegar and lemon, some Dijon, a little bit of sugar, salt, egg yolk, oil, paprika. So, Pete's Best, tofu on banh mi. Yeah, you could do, I'm sure you can do a vegetarian. How many recipes are in your book? There are 80 recipes, Petra. Delicious D. Unless you want to make the bread, then you could infuse the butter. Yeah, I could make the bread, but it's pretty hard to make. It's like a roll. And that's like a part of what makes them so good. Eddie Moretti, we're going to leave it up to the club. We're going to leave it up to Patreon. That's who's going to decide what sandwich I make next week on the Kitchen Sesh here on YouTube live. So if you enjoyed this today, this fun recipe extravaganza where we made cream puff puffs, please like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. What else? All the things. Join the club, pre-order my cookbook, How to Eat Weed and Have a Good Time. Comes out April 15, 2025. We're going to update. Winslow's, shit's kind of a little kooky here right now, but we got to update the club credits. So just keep that in mind. If you've joined the club, I know you've joined, and don't worry, you will be in the credits that we're about to roll. And I just want to say thank you. And if you're in the quarter up tier of my Patreon, I will see you in the Discord chat. That's the second tier on my Patreon. If you go to the page that lets you choose your membership tier, you can choose where you want to be. So thanks, everybody. I had a really good time. I'm super high. Mission accomplished. I'm really high, and Eddie wants me to leave the mic on. And so I'm going to leave the mic on, but I don't have much to say because I'm so stoned from those cream puffs. Cream puff puffs. Join the Edibles Club on Patreon, www.patreon.com/The Edibles Club. That's how all of this is possible. It's the best way to support this content. If you enjoy this live stream, it helps me buy groceries, it helps me pay Winslow, it helps me buy new equipment. It does all of those things. It's helped to make content. So I love you guys. I know you love me. We feel the love. I'll see you in the group chat. Ciao.